As you know, the Trust are custodians of all of the doctor's sermons. There's about 1,600 of them online. And myself and another audio engineer based in Arizona, Garrett Crane, are currently doing work to restore, repair and enhance all 1,600 sermons that are held by the Trust. This is quite a project and will take approximately 2 years to complete. We've done a few already, Ephesians, spiritual depression, just to name 2. And I think that as we go along, we will see them coming out online. At present, Garrett is working his way through Acts and I've just started Romans. The main benefit of this work will be that you'll hear the doctor's voice with a greater clarity than you do at the moment. I do have to, at this point, say a big thank you to the team who originally transferred the tape over, and they used cutting-edge tools back in the day to get the best quality they could. But time marches on, and as you can see behind me now, we have equipment and software that is vastly superior because time is like that. And we can actually dig really deep into the digital versions and actually get rid of all the distracting noises. So what will be left will be very, very clear preaching by the doctor. As I've already said, I'm actually involved in Romans at the moment, and at the end of this particular message, I will give you an exclusive clip to one of the Romans projects that I'm working on that is yet to be released. One interesting fact for you, we don't have to go into big studios these days, as the equipment we have here is really top flight. It's about the best you can get hardware wise and software wise. In fact, on the screen is the software I use to actually do the work. Every studio, whether it's home based or in a commercial building, has a name. My studio is no exception. I call my studio the Sound Surgery. Now, there's a clue in the title why I've called it that. As you know, Dr. Martin Lloyd-Jones is coming quite soon, coming up to 100 years in ministry, or he would have been. And it's really interesting that my studio, the Sound Surgery, is called that as a nod to the doctor, because I live in the doctor's first house, the house he got when he went into ministry way, way back. It's number 57 Victoria Road. Now, the doctor went into ministry into Bethlehem Evangelical Church, or as it was known then, the Forward. I personally have a connection with that church because the very first night I attended that church, I got saved. So I have a strong connection with that church, and I have a strong connection with the doctor. In fact, it does make me chuckle that I do the work in my studio here, and then I go downstairs to listen, review in what was the doctor's actual study. And it's really strange to sit in a room knowing that the doctor penned his very first sermons for his time in the Forward all those years ago. It's a real privilege to work on this project, and we hope that as time goes on, you'll reap the benefits of this. Because let's be honest, you can listen to probably one of the greatest theological minds of his time, expounding the scriptures in a way that even today is changing the lives of Christians as they go deeper and deeper into the world and understand more. And if what we do helps you guys to get more out of it, that's fantastic. So thank you for listening. There'll be a little piece at the end where you can hear the sermon, and if you have any questions, please feel free to just leave a comment either in this particular podcast or get in touch with the Martin Lloyd-Jones Trust directly. I'm sure they'll help you out. Thank you for listening, and I truly hope you're blessed by the work that I and Garrett are doing in association with the Trust. God bless.
What is the basis of true religion? What is the first and greatest characteristic of a godly man? Well, you can put it in this way. How often is this statement made in the Old Testament? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. You'll find it in the Psalms, you'll find it in the book of Proverbs, you'll find it stated in different ways in many other places. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.